Kid Mikey Fresh in the building with Kardinal Offishall and Buckshot.
Yeah.
And you guys are here for the Smirnoff Signature Mix Series. You guys reworked your classic joint. I Got You Open. And Havoc did the beat. I know you were just telling me.
The beat, Havoc from Mobb Deep did the track. Big up to Havoc, big up to Mobb Deep, big up Prodigy, big up G Unit. You know what I'm saying? Just big up hip hop, man. Word up.
So tell me about the joint. I mean, how was it? Did you add your dancehall feel to it, or?
I mean, you have to understand, like the reason why this was a great fit was it's like anybody that's been a boot camp fan from since know already that more time they bring, you know what I mean, the whole island flavor into it already, you know what I mean, in a crazy way, representing Brooklyn. And it's like where I come from, you know what I'm saying, I gotta represent T-Dot all day. So we definitely, you know what I'm saying, we definitely got the best of both worlds on there. But we didn't really go into it like we was gonna do it like this or do it like that. We just wanted to make it
organic. You know, some came in to the joint, you know, we just said, yo, this is the style, this is the title, you know, we knew the title, this is the style. And it was like he said, it's more of a comfortable thing where you just go in and you just be natural. You know, you don't try to overdo something or overbe something, and you don't try to, you know, you just be you. And everything was, you know.
Because I'm gonna tell you the honest truth, like when I went in there, it's like I always get, I don't know, just feel ways like this is my, like I always hear about people that kind of redo songs, you know what I'm saying, or do them over. So it's like you don't ever want to disrespect, you understand what I'm saying, like something like a joint that's so crazy that so many people hold on to, you know what I mean, with so much love and so many memories, because I already know what it is for me. So you know what I mean, when you think about the whole hip-hop generation, there's a little bit of pressure, but the thing that's dope about Buck was it's like even before we went into the studio, we just chopped it up on the phone, and when we went in there, you know what I'm saying, it's like the vibe was just dope, man. We just went in and vibed it out. Shout out to his cousin Mikey, you know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, I mean, big,
You gotta make sure you give me that right there. You gotta email that to me right there.
Got you.
Because my man Mikey be talking about him for the whole week. Word up. So you gotta email him, you know what I mean? Mikey, big up to my man Mikey.
But yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's what it is. Like, everybody was in studio, we was just vibing, and it was one of the smoothest sessions, you understand what I'm saying? And it's like, you know, me and Buck been talking, it's like this, it wasn't no egos, it wasn't no, you know what I mean, anybody trying to sun anybody or whatever. We was just going in there to saw some crazy vibes, and it was just fun, you know what I mean? Like, it was dope. Yeah.
Word. I feel like you guys can kind of relate, because it's like Buckshot with Black Moon. You guys been putting work for years. Enter the Stage is like one of the definitive albums of 90s East Coast hip hop, and Cardi, you have been doing your thing in Canada on the dancehall scene, the hip hop scene for years, but people kind of like, you know, overlooked you guys. But you guys,
let me tell you, I gotta step for somebody, right? I said, you can look at us, you can say Kardinal has been ahead of his time, and Buckshot, you can say Buckshot, you was ahead of your time. Two things when that happened. I'm glad to be ahead of my time, because just like me knocking down the wall 5 blocks before I get there, I'm gonna get there and the wall's gonna be knocked down by the time I get there. So Kardinal is still here and Buckshot is still here, and that's one of the things that you can't say about certain artists. A lot of people, especially who hit a certain level of commercialism where they're branded and stuck with that. You know, Kardinal is allowed to accelerate his flow throughout times and blend with the times, because he's not stuck in the way where people are saying that's what you're known for doing, that's what it is. People are going to do that anyway, but when you're an artist like us who maintain the medium, what you're talking about is the medium, not the maximum or the medium. The medium is the best idol to have your car run on. Think about it. If it's too low, if it's too fast, you'd rather have your car run on medium, and that's what we do. That means we got a longer run.
And what's dope about the whole scenario is it's like, also when it's like, I don't like, you know, labeling, but for the sake of the interview, like, you know, their concept behind it is kind of put somebody old with somebody new or what have you, understand what I'm saying? But it's like, to me, doing something with old is somebody that ain't doing it no more, you know what I'm saying? Like, we kind of dusted the dust off them or something. The thing about Buckshot is it's like he, to this, you know what I mean, to 2010, 2009 has maintained not just being relevant, because to me, you know, being relevant is not as important as being ill and being successful, you know what I'm saying? And it's like, as far as getting in the studio with him, like his flow was dope when he first came out, but the flow is still crazy right now, and there's not many people that can adapt year after year after year, get on, you know what I mean, get on tracks and still kill it. You understand what I'm saying? And it's like, whether he came out 10 years ago, 15 years ago, or he came out last year, his style is one that's so ill that he can adapt to anything. And I think that's really why we relate, because it's like, for me, again, with the labels, it's like I can exist in the quote-unquote underground, in the mainstream, whatever, for me. And that's you know, just getting off topic for a second, but that's why, you know, I made the move to go at Convict, because, you know, they allow me to just murder every verse, no matter what it is, no matter if it's some random mainstream, if it's underground, whatever. Kardinal just always murders a verse and does what I do. So that's why it was a perfect fit for us. There was no forcing of anything.
So is it a possibility sometime in the future we can get a Kardinal Offishall Buckshot album? I mean, that would be something crazy.
That would be bananas too. You know what I'm saying? We might make that happen.
We might have to. You might have.
Remember where you heard it first.
Hey, this is where you heard it first, and you know, put in the, let them know, tell the people it's all about what y'all want to hear. It's all about what y'all want too. So it's like,
and I mean, from our perspective, like really and truly, like I really learned that because I've done a lot of collaborations. This has definitely been top 3 easiest.
Well, you've done a bunch too. You've done albums with Ninth Wonder over there. I mean,
Ninth Wonder, Tupac,
the One Nation album.
One Nation album. I mean, the list goes on.
Is that ever going to come out officially in its entirety, the One Nation album?
Well, no, it's not, only because Death Row is no longer the label. So a lot of stuff was dependent on that. When that happened, everybody broke off. So we still got a lot of stuff coming out though with, you know, Pac separately, but not just that whole album. But yeah, man, you know, it was like you said, it was a fun collaboration.
And Cardi, one last thing. Can you remember the first time you heard I Got You Open, or the End of the Stage album? Just like the feeling that you had?
You know, they've asked me that before. First of all, you have to distinguish between the original and the remix.
Ooh.
You know what I'm saying?
Oh, so he's a real hip hop head.
Yo, because a lot of people, you know what I'm saying? There's a lot of people that consider the remix the original. Because, you know what I'm saying? Like
that's the one everybody knows.
Understand? Yeah. Like I used to besides always MCing, I used to DJ back in the day also. You understand what I'm saying? So I remember the first time, like anytime Thursdays for us is when we used to go to the DJ shops and buy the 12 inches. You know what I'm saying? And I do remember the first time that we brought it, you know what I'm saying, we brought it into the basement, because it's like, it was one of those ones where we destroyed it. Any DJ knows when you start playing and cutting too much of the same line,
it gets warped, it gets bent, dented,
crazy, and then it's like, you know, when the all we do is Spark Manders, and when that part came through, and then we used to cut, you know what I mean, we used to cut that part until it used to get staticky. Like I remember all that stuff, you know what I'm saying? But that's because, like, it's just one of those things for me. It's not novelty. It's not one of those things like, you know, in the nowadays where you can Google a song and find it in a minute. You actually had to go get out your house, you know what I mean, hustle your little monies, however you got your paper, and go
to a record store
and actually seek out the stuff. So to me, I have more of an attachment, you know what I'm saying, than randomly double clicking and just hearing a song and still thinking the song is dope, but it's like I have more of a personal attachment. So I most definitely remember that, because we spent a lot of time with a lot of Black
destroying that record.
We spent a lot of time with a lot of Black Moon records in the basement, trust me.
That's what it is. Kardinal Offishall, Buckshot, Mikey Fresh.
Yo, man, rappers out there, MC, I don't care whatever you want to call yourself, it's all good. Just do yourself in the world a favor. Stop making records for other rappers, man. Don't make a record. Don't make a record for another rapper. Don't impress the rapper. Make a record for the people, or make a record for the crowd. So you know what happened? Kardinal kick a flow, right? And he's like, that Kardinal Offishall flow. I ain't gonna come behind him and go. That don't make sense. I'm gonna go, wow. So that's what you came with. Let me see what I can come with. Try that, please. Please try that.